also, and I didn't find this out till later, I had already had it tatted because I was studying that Turner and I really was feeling it revolting and all that shit. So I been had it tatted. But later in my Rastafarian studies, I also learned that this was the same year that the biggest Caribbean revolt took place, called the Morant Bay Rebellion, also happened in 1831. You know what I mean? So you had a collectives of resistive Africans too. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying all that to get you to the point of this is what this country's founded on, homie. You know, this is what it's founded on. So now, how can you claim yourself to be an American when you know that this is what this country is built off of, homie? Taking, not honoring, not bartering, not splitting, but taking. Everything from land to human bodies, to lives. You know what I mean? Everything done been about taking. You know? Now they taking motherfucking whole animal species. They taking valuable rainforests. I mean, you know, it's continuous, G. So this is why you understand the hatred for America outside of America. A lot of people, well, they hit the innocent towers and woo-titty wah-wah band. But are them people really innocent in the eyes of people who consider Americans to be up under the understanding of all the shit that America does in these other countries? Dig me now. Because if you say you American, so that means you rule with these American soldiers over here kicking in our doors and killing our women and shit on an accident. Because it ain't no terrorists up in there, but they doing that shit and getting away with it. But they Americans. Hey, you American too, so you rule with them doing that? Okay, well, fuck y'all too then. Y'all, I'll tear down the building. Fuck it. Because y'all really not innocent. Y'all agree with this shit. You know what I mean? Because we don't agree with our government over here. Fuck them motherfuckers. We ain't agree with that. We Muslims, woo-titty-woo, blah, blah, because they'll tell you like that. So they don't understand you not saying the same thing if you don't agree with your government. Because they do. You know, I done beat a gang of them motherfuckers. They'll stand in front of a tank with rocks. They blacking. They active over there. They really own their shit over there. Now, that's what I'm talking about right there. You know what I mean? But it's just a different meditation, homie. But I'm saying all this to say why I told you I don't subscribe to the American ideology, homie, and I refuse to allow that to be a label that's on me because I understand what that label will represent in my worldview. You dig? I want to be able to go to Iraq and talk stuff with the Iraqi doodles, gangsters, whatever. I don't want them to see Lil Spank and be like, infidel, we finna kidnap that nigga right there and hold him for ransom. Nah. Oh, that's Lil Spank. Lil Spank fuck with us. He don't really like them neither. He just was born and raised over there. Lil Spank, boo. We ain't gonna kidnap Lil Spank because Lil Spank part of the struggle. He ain't no American. They wouldn't even give us no money for Lil Spank. They don't give a fuck about Lil Spank. You feel me? I like, you know, that's where my vibe at. I want to be able to go to Brazil and know enough about their struggle to fall right in line with their little gigs because I know certain shit. It hasn't been important enough for me to study it. Just like now, I'll be hollering at my little niggas in New York because when I get out, I'm falling through there. So I need to know the different, well, you know, how New York do they thing. What this mean out here, B? What's that? How you niggas do this or that? Oh, is that right? You know what I mean? I need to know that because I plan on frequenting this area and I respect the way that they do their thing enough to know, okay, it's certain shit I need to be up on. That's just the law of the land. It's certain shit I need to be up on. We go to Africa right now today, whether we be in the metropolis or whether we be in the jungle, it's certain shit that we gonna need to know in order to survive up in that motherfucker. We can't just do there on some Southeast shit. We get ate up or who knows what the fuck. Big by some shit. You know, whatever. So we have to know and do our knowledge and respect the terrain enough to know, okay, I need to know certain things about this because my life could be on the line. Or I just respect the culture enough to where I don't want to come to your house and do my thing. How you do your thing? What you do? You take your shoes off at the front door. Okay, you're that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, we all eat at the table. At my house, we don't eat in the living room because of the symbolism of the family sitting together, united, and we not distracted by nothing. We can have good conversation and enjoy our meal. So we take that seriously in our household. What I look like trying to change and go, well, that's your G. I'm finna sit. Now I'm gonna respect your household. Okay, yeah, I could dig that. That's cool. I'm learning how your gig is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I fuck with keyways, you know what I mean? I fuck with different motherfuckers, and I always feel them out like, man, how y'all do this over here? You know what I mean? What's happening with y'all? What's y'all whole gig? Because eventually, just my mind frame, I need to know this. Because I'm going to fall through they hood on my mission. Because my mission ain't anti-African. So I don't give a fuck if you a Crip, Blood, whatever. I'm going to be through your spot to holler at you. Because I'm on some shit that's going to be beneficial for us. I ain't tripping off you being no crib or nothing. I trip if you was a snitch, or you was a weak motherfucker, or somebody who was, anti with the struggle. I'm not mad at no crip for cripping. You know what I'm saying? How can I be when I'm a blood? I'm the same motherfucker that grew up where I grew up at, that he is where he grew up at. So it's really more in common. So why I can't go get out of what I'm going to feel uncomfortable out of gangster for? If it gets real blood, I know what I'm going to do. I mean, what I got to be scared for? Oh, I ain't Crips. Of course, I understand different things could happen, but I'm not coming over here disrespectful, homie. And by now, you know Lil Spank, you a Dago nigga. You know what I'm about. You done been locked up with some of your homies, and if they keep it 100, you gonna know the type of nigga I am. So it ain't gonna be no reason for you to trip. And I would hope that it was some G enough niggas over there that wouldn't allow nobody to trip. Because I bet you if I bring somebody to Emerald Hills, I wouldn't give a fuck where he was from. Ain't nothing gonna happen to him up there. Period. You know what I mean? So, that's just my vibe, homie. You know what I mean? Because, and I know I done went from politics in America to this whole shit, but, it's just important, homie. And, we got to identify with people that's in our same predicament, homie. America that perpetuated a lot of triv things in a lot of areas of this world, homie. And again, it's all then based on taking.
So going back to what you said about Obama not running the show in America and he just being the face of a nation, who do you believe really is running the show?
I believe it's the same families, the descendants of the same families who created America. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because you got to understand the ideology of an individual who's programmed to believe that money can get you anything. They have so much money, homie, that they really feel like that. You know what I mean? That's just like the saying, money is the root of all evil. Just think about every possible atrocity that can happen in this world. You know what I mean? Now think about the fact that America is trying to swing votes so it can run this world. America wants to run the world. Who wants to run the world, G? I mean, why? It's not yours to begin with. Why can't you just dwell in this motherfucker and try to, plant some positive seeds and do you and don't worry about it running? Why do you want to run the world? You know what I mean? That's your goal, to control everybody else. Not to contribute, to control, homie. Just think about the type of motherfucker that has to sit back and really, meditate on some shit like that. I don't even want to control. you know, my family member, my wife, my kid. I don't want to control my kids. I don't want to control my wife. Nah, I want to be able to lace them, right? I want to be able to educate them and teach them a good way that they should conduct themselves. But I don't want to control them. I want them to ultimately control themselves, because who's going to have to deal with it but them? But I also want to facilitate them being able to properly control themselves. You dig?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't even want to control my wife or my kids. What the fuck make a person want to control the world, G? You know, that's a diabolical mind frame. The same diabolical mind frame who, okay, let's just think about it in an individual sense, right? Let's take the world off of it and let's think in an individual sense. Just think about an individual who, you know, just like a bully type of motherfucker. You know, a bully with hella bread, hella guns, you know what I'm saying? And got a lot of influence too, though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what America is, G. Because when they fucking with you, it's boo. But when they not fucking with you, they're gonna trib you in one way or another and get everybody else against you. But they're gonna make it seem like it's in everybody else's best interest, but it's gonna be a personal vendetta. Look at the Saddam Hussein shit. Look at the Saddam Hussein shit, homie. Why Clinton wasn't over there fucking with you? Because it was personal between them bushes. But it's even deeper than that, because that oil always been at stake. You know what I mean? Bush and them hustle in Texas is oil, G. That's their hustle. So what better reason to go strong arm this dude over here? So after the presidency, we balling. Because now we own a certain percentage of the world's most vast oil gig. Iraq, homie. Okay, yeah, so what? Boom. The old Bush cracker goes up in there. 90, what's that, the Gulf War?
Yeah.
What's that, 91 something? 92?
Desert Storm or some shit.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here come Clinton. He ain't tripping. Why? Because he ain't got nothing to do with no oil. He's a city motherfucker. Clinton don't fuck with no country. Now here come the little Bush nigga. Now it's back to Saddam, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Because now it's back on that oil, man. You dig? It's back on that oil. But it get even deeper than that, because Hans Blix went over there. You know, that's the chemical dude for the UN. Hans Blix go over there and don't find no traces of the so-called reason that the United States is vying to target Iraq, see? They at the UN popping all this shit. Oh, this is their fake reason. It's really personal. The oil. The oil, G. So what happened? Hans Blix said, USA, I don't give a fuck what the UN talking about. We going in there. Just like that. Just like that. I bet you won't nobody else at that motherfucking UN make such a statement. I bet you. Because the U.S. ain't going for it. But they bully everybody else, though. You dig? They bully everybody else, though. So they went up in there anyway. And now we're pushing them in Texas, balling off that oil. Halliburton, come on, man. Halliburton, all this shit. Now motherfuckers talking about secret societies and all this and Illuminati and all this shit is a fictitious conspiracy theory. No, this is evidence. Them dudes is all part of an organization at their college. Same way motherfucking Shaquille O'Neal and Steve Harvey and all them niggas be doing their little alpha dances. Yeah, the white boys got their little gig too. Skull and Bones. Come on, homie. Prescott Bush, they granddaddy. George M. Dick Cheney. The motherfucker who company they employ to keep the oil once they take it from Saddam. They all college homeboys pledged to the same fraternity. That's not a theory, G. That's evidence, homie. That's not a theory. I'm just saying, homie. Come on, man. You know what I mean? They went and got him. Just like that. You know what I mean? His sons went out like soldiers. He went out like a straight bitch. You know what I mean? You know, it really wasn't in him, but I mean, you know, it's just a lesson involved. I'm talking about Saddam. You know, it's just a lesson. Uday and Kuday, they went out like soldiers. They was busting like a motherfucker. Big ass 5 holes in the wall. They really went out. They was really believing in that shit. And then their daddy surrendered. That was a straight buster ass move. The best thing he could have did was go out shooting. You know what I mean? That's what he might as well did. But you know, that's neither here nor there in the ultimate gist of the conversation we having. I'm just talking about how America is that bully, homie.